Priorities, what are they? Who are they? And how do we get to making sure that they are the most important thing that we pay attention to instead of letting habits get in the way? Hey everyone, Dr. Jones, and this week I want to talk to you about the idea of prioritizing things. You see, if everything is important, nothing is important. And so whatever we pay most attention to is what we say is most important. Now, sometimes that's formed out of habit. And I want to give you a personal example of this so that you too can reflect on what you're doing in your life and maybe notice that you're not prioritizing what you say you prioritize. See, I needed to practice what I preach, and I preach an awful lot about priorities, goal setting, being successful, and how to get there and how to focus. But upon reflection, I had some habits, or this particular example is a habit that was getting in the way of me prioritizing or practicing what I preach in my own life. So I have a newsletter that I put out to my community every week, 6 years running now. Comes out on Sunday nights. And so what happens is I would build up to that by having people submit things by Friday so that I could put in a little work, take Saturday free, and then Sunday I'd spend a couple hours Sunday evening so that it would go out Sunday evening. Now, for communication, that's great. For people hearing what's going on, that's fantastic. And really, it became a habit because for 6 years running every Sunday night, except the last few, you'll notice that it came out on Monday. You see, one evening, I was sitting there and I noticed that at a certain time Sunday evening, my family had even kind of joined the habit and said, oh, well, Dad or Chris has to work on his newsletter. And so there'd be that little bit of separation. I looked at my family the other night and I just thought about how much more I wanted to spend time with them because they are my priority. And really, if a newsletter goes out Sunday night or Monday morning, what's the difference? Well, I checked that, what the difference was, and it was a little bit of viewership. Well, I'm not selling a product. I'm giving information about all the great things going on to my community. So people will read it, just maybe not Sunday night, and instead they can read it Monday morning, Monday afternoon, or Monday night, or throughout the week, whatever. The point is, I had a habit. And that habit, while it was good in doing something good, was getting into the way of my real priority. See, I tell a lot of people to take the weekend as downtime, to relax, recharge the batteries. Don't answer business emails or phone calls on the weekend. Do it during the week. And I myself was not following through with that to the greatest extent possible. Sure, emergencies will pop up, things will come up that need to get your attention. However, those are few and far between, and if you stick to those, you'll find that you have much more time for what you say you prioritize. Because remember, if you say everything's important, nothing's important. And to say yes, you have to say no to certain things. So I encourage you, do some reflection. What habits do you have that may be hiding under the guise of good, that are actually pulling away from what you really want to prioritize? Reflect on it, and then take the challenge and make one move. See, that's the secret. People say, what's the secret to prioritizing and successfully making sure that everybody gets that time? Well, sometimes the secret is just do it. There is no secret. So there you go. You've got a secret, you've got a challenge, and I wish you the best with it. Remember, those things that you prioritize are important for a reason. Make sure you give them the attention they deserve. That's it for this week. I hope you have a great week. And remember, I never take you listening for granted. And as always, be purposeful, act with integrity, and continue to build your character.